We're going to create a drawing from our final design. So a couple things you want to do before you dive into the final design. We want to make sure that we are going to not delete this, but hide this. So I'm going to go over here to bodies. And you want to find where your sketch palette is for that platform that we built to manufacture it. And I'm just going to hide that body. Okay, simple as that. You can see like that there. Mine's right there. Yours might be under a component somewhere. You can see there's a couple different things. I have a body 1 and a body 2. I'm actually going to delete both those right now. So I just have this here. Okay, so I have all my components. I have my top plate, my sides, and then I have a back side too there. So, okay, I'm gonna go up to, I'm gonna save it right now. And then I'm gonna go up to my design tab up here. And I wanna go down to drawing. And we're gonna do from design. On drawing, we're gonna make sure we have visible only selected. We're gonna create a new drawing. It's gonna be from scratch. And we're gonna do a 17 by 11 size paper. This is a B size paper. And we don't have to change anything else on here. Click OK. This might take a second to pop up here, especially on our Mac computers. But this is going to allow us to make a drawing, an isometric and orthographic drawing of our different views that we have. And yeah, I have a better computer than most of you, so mine's taking a moment to pop up here, so we'll give it a second. Okay, cool. So on here, what we're gonna do, and you might see mine looks a little bit, I have like a wood pattern on there. I added some texture onto it, and I'm gonna get that off here in a second. But I wanna go over here to scale first, and I wanna scale it 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to 2. And that should be big enough for our drawing here. If we went 1 to 1, 1 to 1 is a full size scale, and you can see what that kind of looks like here. But I think it's gonna be a little bit too big for our full drawing here. Actually, I'm gonna go and do 1 to 1. We'll see if it fits. Okay, it might fit on here for a 1 to 1 drawing. So I'm gonna put this right here, like so. Then I'm gonna actually, before I click OK, I'm gonna go up here to a projected view. So we're going to project a view up, and I'm going to project this view up to here. Okay, this is my top of my drawing. And then I'm going to go down here to this one here, and I want to get my right side or back side of my drawing, like so. And then I want to do this drawing too. I want to get a 3-dimensional view of it. So just moving around here like a and then I'm going to hit enter. I want to make this one, we're going to make this one a bit smaller, and I want to do this one at 1 to maybe 1 to 4. Let's try 1 to 3 and see if that fits. Looks like a 1 to 3 view might fit pretty well there, so we can put that in there. I can click close. And I can move this around here like so, just to have a view of my drawing there. Okay, so this is my car that I have set up here. I want to add a few things on here. So I'm going to go up to geometry first. We're going to add some center marks. So these are going to be for my wheels, for my axle holes here, and simply click on here. And here, this adds a center mark on there. And then I want to also add dimensions. And I'm just going to do simple dimensions on here. So dimensions, and you can choose what you want to dimension. And I'm going to do actually a linear dimension. And I want to do a linear dimension from this corner to this corner right there. And I want to do it, I'm not sure why it ended up at 10.13, but that's okay. We'll do it down here, same idea. And then I'm going to do from that corner to that corner. Okay, just see what you want to measure out here. I'm going to measure out one of these. I'm going to measure that center one, so we can see that, and I'll just drag it down here. And then I'm going to measure also this distance right here, going across, and we'll move that, sorry, we're going to move that out there. Let's see if I can click on that one. Enter it, close it out. And let's see if I can click on this dimension and move it out. That looks a little bit better. And then I'll add another dimension over here, and you can skip forward through this video as I add these different dimensions here, just so we can see that car a little bit better. I'll add one from here to here. And you don't want to get crazy with this, but we just want a general idea of the length and width of our car. And I'm also going to put a dimension for the diameter of these holes here. So one on this one here, that's 0.28 inches. And I might be able to double click on that. If I escape here, I can double click on that and change those units to millimeters if I want to. I'll put millimeters there at the end and click close. So 7 millimeters for that diameter. And then I'm also going to put one more dimension on here. I'm going to do a regular linear dimension again, and I just want to make sure that everyone knows that this here, okay, is 0.13 inches. Now if I double click on here, I'll escape, double click on here, and to precision, because it's 0.125, we'll click close there, 0.125 inches. All right, there's that. I'm going to put a project title on here, so this is going to be the mousetrap car. And this one here is called the boat. Make sure you have your team names down here. So what I can do here, for example, if you can't fit all your names on there, I'm going to be Gannon. Imagine some more students here. Like if I was working with a Bob Brown, I'd put like that. It's capital, and you can move things around a bit too. But if you're working with 3 or 4 people, do try and fit it on here. If you just want to put your initials down there, that's fine too. Scale is going to be 1:1. And then I don't think we need to change anything else on here. So I can escape out of there, and you can see what that looks like. You can leave everything else blank on here. We don't have a generic setup for our school. But I'm going to delete B Brown because I am the only person in this group. Notice everything's capital there too. Okay, capitalization for our drawings is very important, especially for your name. All right, zoom back out here. This looks great, and I'm just going to go up here to export. Export as PDF. I want to do all sheets, and I can click on Open PDF if I want to. You can see what line weights just changes the thickness of the lines. I'm going to keep line weights on, and then I click OK. And then I would save this. I'm going to save it to my desktop for right now. And this is the boat. Then we're going to be submitting this to Canvas, and you're also going to be posting it in your documentation. And click Save. Cool. And then I should be able to find that up here on my desktop in my PDFs, and you can see what this looks like. And again, we're going to submit that to Canvas, and we're going to put this in our documentation. All right, that's it.